G'day, are you interested in grazing tolerant lucerne and knowing how you can get more persistence in your stands for longer? We're going to take a look at some of the varieties around at the moment and some of the genetics and also the growth habit and structures of plants and how that allows them to persist for a lot longer in grazing tolerant varieties. What we do know from lucerne varieties is they come in a wide range of winter activity to dormancies. This is important. We have winter dormant varieties down near the 1s and 2s, semi-winter dormant, okay, up near 5s and 6s. Then we have winter active varieties up near 9s and 10s. Knowing this is really important because we know in these dormant varieties, the growing point is a lot lower and closer to the ground or even under the soil. This protects it from tyres and machinery when we're cutting our hay and silage, also overgrazing and set stocking. As we move through to the more winter active types, this growing point erects itself up and out of the ground. This makes it more open and vulnerable to the overgrazing or tyre and machinery when we're cutting silage and hay, so it's more susceptible and we lose more plant numbers. A lot of the industry knows this, and there's been lots of research showing how the dormant varieties are a lot more persistent because of this trait they have of that lower growing point than the winter activity types that really have that poor persistence compared to the dormant varieties. So, what has changed? Well, over the last 20 to 30 years, the PGG Wrightson's team and research and development team have been working really hard at trying to improve some of these traits in some of these varieties. We have some varieties now that are fantastic for grazing tolerance. In Stamina GT5 and Stamina GT6, these varieties are going to give you longer persistence, giving you longer out of the product, more production and better return on investment, allowing you to be more productive and more profitable into the future. So, how do we do this? We use the International Protocol for Grazing Tolerant Lucernes. We collect the data for 2 years, comparing varieties for yield and production. Then we set stock it and overgraze it to simulate overgrazing and set stocking in Australian conditions. We then look at recovery and see what recovers and see what sort of varieties can handle this sort of treatment. We know that set stocking and overgrazing isn't ideal, but sometimes it happens. It's from here we select varieties that can recover and handle this sort of treatment.